What is up, guys? It's your boy Wave Runner 6. Today we're going to be reviewing Final Fantasy 16. So I'm not going to say anything more. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. Alright guys, Final Fantasy 16 has finally hit the shelves and the public is going wild. So Square Enix has released their 16th rendition of the Final Fantasy series, so we're going to go ahead and start out with the background. So the game takes place in Valicia, which is made up of 6 nations: the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, the Holy Empire of Sandbrook, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waylode, and the Crystal Dominion and the Iron Kingdom. Scattered throughout the land, there are mother crystals, and these stones are used to provide magical energy to the land. Some humans need these crystals to utilize magic, but those that don't, better known as bears, are persecuted and are subject to slavery. Most nations now are corrupt and have come up with this plan to use the crystals to manipulate the population for their own corrupt gain, and that's where the story picks up. So the story revolves around the main protagonist, Clive Rosfield, the firstborn son of Rosaria's ruling empire, where you to be the shield for Rosaria, and your little brother Joshua, who bears the dominant, the Phoenix. Initially, you start off tracking down your brother's killer, but it quickly shifts as you realize that something is very, very wrong. You know, like in some animes, you hear multiple villains say the exact same reasons why their goals are so important, then you realize, like, there's something way stronger than you guys, manipulating you guys. Yeah, that's this dude. His name's Ultima, and he wants to keep the people enslaved by using the mother crystals to quote-unquote save them. Yeah, this dude's a total wacko. So now you have to destroy all the mother crystals and defeat the evil leaders, to include Ultima, so the people on the continent won't get enslaved. Not gonna lie, the story is pretty fire, but the gameplay is even better. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about gameplay. Now, I may be biased because I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy 15/Kingdom Hearts combat system, but if you are too, then you are in for a big treat. The combat is very fluid, and as you defeat the leaders of the kingdoms and take the powers of their dominance, it keeps the gameplay feeling fresh and continually adds new ways to execute combos and tie them together as you swap between dominance. And guys, do not get me started on these boss fights. The boss fights are absolutely epic. Again, touching on the whole anime theme, each boss fight feels like one of those epic anime moments where you think, how can this get any cooler? And then it does. And again, that's literally almost every boss fight in the game. Super over the top, but in a good way. You'll get pretty hyped for these, at least I did, and you'll have a blast crushing bosses. The only bad thing that I have to say about some of the boss fights is the music. Sometimes the soundtrack can reset mid-boss fight, and it goes from sounding very epic to very soft, which kind of threw me off. In fact, it threw me off enough that I brought it up to my wife while playing the game, and I was like, this is kind of weird. So I do hope that they can change that. I don't know if that's a patch fix, but yeah, it kind of threw me off a little bit. But moving on to side quests. So in typical RPG fashion, you can complete side quests, and to be honest, some of them are pretty cool and give you good rewards, like the blacksmith side quest. Do that one, you just want to do that one, trust me. The botany side quest, the hunting board, and a couple of others, but most of them are pretty forgettable, which was kind of sad. But nonetheless, whether you're doing a side quest or doing the main story missions, the combat is sensational. Overall, the game takes between 20 to 25 hours to complete, and that's just doing the main story, the hunts, and a handful of side quests. But truly, guys, with a game this memorable and with the excellent combat system that it has, you'll have a blast in every moment. And I wouldn't be surprised if this game gets nominated for Game of the Year based off of what we've seen so far. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this will take the crown for Game of the Year, or do you think it's just a fantasy? Let me know down in the comments below. I've been Wave Runner 6. You guys have been amazing, and until next time, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the wave. See you guys in the next one. Peace!